Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on another monthly leadership podcast on Leading His Leaders, and I'm your host, Avery Nesbitt. Hey, I am here with two of my new favorite people. I am here with Mo and Kendra Moment. They are campus pastors down at the Victory Midtown location in Atlanta, and we are here in sunny Hilton Head and wanted to talk to you guys this morning for this month's podcast on a series that we're going to be calling The Most. We're going to be doing this for 2 months, and I can get a lot of ground out of this. But for the next 2 months, we're going to be talking about the most. And this month's question on the most that I have for both of you is going to be, what is the most underrated leadership quality that you guys know of? And I would love to get your opinion, and we're just going to take a quick walk and just talk about it and just see what you guys think. So you ready? All right, so let's just walk around for a little bit. What do you feel is the most underrated leadership quality that you've seen? You've been in leadership development for many years. Dr. Kendra has been in academia. She's been around in the college world and universities, and also in church leadership. And so you both have seen the whole gamut of what it takes to be an effective leader. Lord, pull my hair. What it takes to be an effective leader, what it takes to be a good leader, bad leader. And I would love to find out. Hey, Pastor Colleen, thanks for joining us. You never know who's going to pop in on Leading His Leaders. So you just stay tuned. We might run into anybody. Pastor Colleen, since you're here, we're going to pull you into the conversation. We'd love to find out from all three of you what you feel is the most underrated leadership quality out there. Pastor Colleen, since you're first and we know you are great on the fly, we'd love to get your opinions to all of the listeners out there. What is the most underrated leadership quality that you see?
I think it's an intuitiveness. And, you know, there are people on a scale of being self-aware. And being self-aware is not about being self-obsessed. Being self-aware is about how you impact other people. Are you creating a wake behind you? And people are falling by the wayside. But intuitiveness isn't just aware of how you impact other people, but it's a next level to me. It's an awareness of how you need to approach and respectfully deal with other people. It's things that you pick up about others, and then you know how to respond accordingly.
That's good.
And we're all working on that.
And we're all working on it. Yes. So one of the most underrated leadership qualities isn't really about me, it's how I'm impacting other people. That's good. That's why she's PC.
Yeah, and you picked up, dude.
All right. Dr. Kent.
I'm gone.
Bye. That was like a guest appearance. You don't get a cameo like that every day, folks. Well, let's just continue on our walk. Dr. Kendra, I'd love to get your input. What do you think is one of the most underrated leadership qualities that you've seen?
I think it's humility. And kind of saying in a different way what Pastor Colleen was saying, I think humility is not knowing who you are or dumbing it down or downplaying it. I think humility is that underrated leadership quality, because when you know the right answer, when you can say the right answer, when you can correct someone, you eat it. You just look at what's good for the holistic community. You look at what is the end game, not the short term. And so I think that we teach people to be assertive, we teach people to be aggressive, we teach people to be go-getters.
Right.
But we're not teaching people today to secure the bag in humility.
That's good. So it's a lot about how to achieve, how to go get it, but not about how to be humble in that process.
Absolutely.
That's good. Well, thank you. Mo, in your perspective, what do you think is one of the most underrated leadership qualities?
I think personal example and conviction.
Okay.
Wow.
Personal example and conviction, because of the fact you never know who's watching you.
That's good.
I have a saying that I say all the time: every conversation you have, everything you're doing, you need to always do it as if someone is watching you. And you're not doing it to perform or to prove something. You're doing it out of a personal conviction of who you are, because what you do actually comes out of who you are. And many times if people can see what you do, they'll get a glimpse of who you are. And then many times in a moment where you're not even expecting that someone is watching you, they're actually learning, gleaning leadership lessons from you on how to do life, how to conquer, how to prosper, how to move through different things that may be challenges in your life. But a lot of times we sit there and we wait until the lights are on to perform instead of understanding that the light is always on and you
good.
have to perform. So for me, I find that a lot of times when I'm just doing regular things that I've developed over years, that I've taken time to be intentional about, it ends up teaching people lessons that I wouldn't even have thought are actually lessons to be taught.
Dang.
And the last little nugget I'll say is that generally when I'm actually even talking to people, I say this, because I think this will help everybody, especially in this day and age that we're in. Always speak as if you're getting recorded.
Yeah.
Truth.
Always speak as if you're
Truth.
getting recorded. I know we're recording this now, but speak because you want your integrity to actually match privately and publicly.
Yeah.
And whatever you say, again, out of your personal convictions, you want it to match up with your public convictions.
That's good. So who you are at practice, who you are when no one's looking,
Yeah.
needs to match who you are out in public
Absolutely.
and doing your thing.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
That's real life right there.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate it. Hey, everyone, thanks for joining us on this month's episode. You can always join us online for additional content. We're on iTunes and Stitcher. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully something we've said today helps you as you're leading his leaders.